Welcome back to the Reality Guys. I'm your host, Billy Blinks. God, I don't know. Doing this, I don't really want to be here. My heart's not really in it, guys. It's just this is tougher than I thought. Just mad respect to all you podcasters that want to do it. There's Brian and Brett too.
Oh,
If you haven't been able to tell by our description, we're here for the problematic season premiere of Survivor 45 on CBS. 90-minute block, part of CBS Reality Wednesdays, back to back with The Amazing Race. We have that premiere video that we just dropped right before this one. So make sure that you check that out as well if you're doing the double header like we are. If you're a fan of this show, look, we're big Survivor guys. Brian's watched every season. Brett's seen every season. I haven't seen all the seasons. I am a big old Survivor person. We're not as bad of the complaining that you see online, woke Survivor, this and that. And we look, a lot of that is there, but I'm so full spoilers, guys. I want to just talk about something here. Like, my big problem with Survivor has been recently, I feel like the contestants have just been the happy to be there crowd. Like, hey, we got on. I'm not going on Survivor to win Survivor. I'm going on Survivor to just get on Survivor. And to me, that's just like crazy. I'm the big type of like, if you play a game, you play to win. You don't play to like play like for the fun of it. And the fact that we literally had somebody quit in the tribal council, and just say, you know what, I just want out. It's tough. I don't want to sleep outside. I want to bed. Like, this is Hannah I'm talking about. And I'm not one of these people, but if I'm someone who wanted to be on this freaking show, I'd want to, I would be furious, dude. Like, how dare you? Millions of people, I'm probably exaggerating, but thousands of people, tens of thousands of people probably apply for this show every year. And for you to just be so flippant about leaving, like, it put a bad taste in my mouth. We also have a blatant, I'm going to say it, someone who has never not hung out with not a white person before in Emily. We'll get to all of that, but I just had some issues with the episode with just like the cast, like I thought the challenges were fine. The 90 minutes I thought was cool, but I just left this episode with just a bad taste in my mouth because of the results. So, Brett, I want to kick it to you first. You're the pro Survivor usually. Am I crazy, or did you feel any of those thoughts?
I think the yellow tribe shout out is like the biggest, most pathetic piece of tribe I've ever seen, probably in the entire series of the show, at least during the new era of Survivor. The moment the one dude passed out on the boat, like, this guy is apparently, I've listened to pre-show chatter. This guy's like the biggest super fan of the show. People thought he's going to win because he's so smart, so strategic. The dude's a wimp. And like, he was trying to quit during the episode, and then he said he was going to play a shot in the dark and then didn't quit. I don't know what the hell was going on in his head. Meanwhile, he's trying to like appease the other girl with the gears tattoos, Miss Badass. Like, I thought she was going to be a good player, and then she's just crying the whole time. I didn't think she was going to quit either. I just thought it was kind of like, oh, you catch him at a weak moment. But she straight up was like threatening her tribe. Vote me out or I'll quit, and you'll vote someone out anyways.
So, you really want to send someone home who wants to be here?
I just want a bed. I should have applied for Big Brother. Which is why I
done Temptation Island. At least I would have got laid.
Yeah, so this is one of my big gripes and I'm a pro Russell Hantz guy. I know a lot of people that like this show are not pro Russell Hantz guy. You either love him or you hate him. And he made up a good point on some of his shows. Is like they fired or got rid of their previous like casting director. And like that's why I think the new seasons have terrible cast, in my opinion. I think they're all losers, happy, like you said, they just happy to be there. And that's not what I like. I want people that are there to play, and that's why I don't have any respect for Hannah. I don't have any respect for Brandon whatsoever. Like, get him out of my face.
Couldn't climb the ladder.
And Brett, you brought it's funny that you say like the yellow tribe, Lulu. There was a pretty also pathetic tribe in the season 41 that was also Team Yellow, where it was Xander's tribe. Remember how terrible they were for a little bit? They were brutal, but not as the first episode. This tribe's definitely way worse.
I mean, someone quit.
No, that's definitely no. I agree.
They saved paper. They didn't even write the votes down.
Yeah, I think it's a joke, and also I think like the way that Jeff like didn't trash her. He used to trash.
We need TJ Lavin.
He used Bill. He used to trash people. He wouldn't even snuff your torch. He'd throw it to the side. They used to make it a big deal
Really?
where like, yeah, he wouldn't
Jeff
snuff
was
your torch if you
trashing
quit.
people this whole
Yeah, and he didn't do
episode.
it. And it's almost
No.
like he's being softer now. And I thought that was pathetic. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I did not really like this episode. It's not a good tone for me on the season. Like, I know I always seem like I'm hating on this show, but I really actually like this show and this franchise as a whole. And I just have higher standards for it. And it lets me down every season. And it's already starting to let me down. Usually it takes like 3 or 4 episodes. And I was pissed off like 30 minutes in, honestly.
But Jeff didn't do much at Tribal when she quit. Yes, he could have done more. But the dude was a little bit savage against Brandon in the challenge. He was
he kills people in challenges.
Yeah,
in the challenge, he was like, Brandon, suck it up, wuss.
No, I said that last season.
Remember,
Remember, I was like,
like,
remember last season, I was like,
You gotta dig deep.
like a murder. He's like, you're gonna die alone.
Yeah.
You're shame to your family.
Yeah. He loves like dig deep. That's how you do it on Survivor. And
Duck your head.
Brandon's there just like unconscious on the floor. Pulls his crack out. Yeah, I mean, I
There's
think
like a gif on Twitter already of like Jeff being out of touch, and it's like, let's go, Brandon. Like he hits the ground, and then he's like, let's go, Brandon.
That was hilarious to me. I was like, this feels out of character for new Jeff, but like that was like old school Jeff.
Yeah,
dying in that challenge.
I mean, he couldn't even climb a ladder. That one dude he's like, oh, do you want me to go? And he just walks up the ladder immediately. No, I know, like they're in the same situation. He had one leg on a boat, like that's rocking back and forth, and he climbed the ladder quickly. I mean, I just think it's pathetic on all levels.
A shout out quickly. Lulu is yellow, Bello is blue, and Reba for Reba McEntire tribe, the Reba McEntire red.
I really appreciate the tribes minus Lulu. They're all like R red, B blue, Lulu yellow.
I know, right?
We'll never forget them.
God.
Yeah. Because some of the past, like you're like, what tribe was it again?
YOLO was just sitting there.
Yeah.
We did have a change in the Sweat versus Savvy. It was Sweat and Savvy with the combos of Brandy and Jake and Sab and Caleb having to do the 40 logs, 200 feet, and then having to do the flint on a rope, trying to get it out of get it untangled and get it out of the
something
loops.
like that.
Nobody could do it. So they had to go back and let the tribes know. And this is not the first thing we got, but this is when I got my real indication that Emily isn't really down with the people. She accused them of lying. And I went, okay.
I'm wearing yellow in honor of Emily because she's the best player so far.
You think
Emily's
so?
the worst
I think she's the worst
on the show. That's what I'm talking about.
She is like, she's giving me Russell Hantz vibes.
No,
she's giving me Clayton Bigsby vibes.
Yeah.
She's a terrible player, but a great entertainer.
They're gonna get her out so quick.
And
when she's like the two of them are an issue and they're gonna band together against
I thought she was gone tonight. I thought
you're gonna tribe of 6 and there's only 2 of them.
Actually, so I saw a spoiler trailer or this episode. I know in the spoiler trailer, basically she said, if I'm not voted out first, I'm winning the shit. Because why else would I stave the rest?
Yeah, she said that in like her bio like today.
And then in the pre-show stuff, her bio basically like whatever mental tests they do, producers said that she reminds them of Chaos Cass.
I hated her. I absolutely hated her.
Well, everyone
absolutely hated her.
I mean, I hate Emily as if I was there with her, but as a viewer of a television show, she's perfect.
Oh no, she's definitely going to create drama.
She's great to talk about. I hate her.
She's great for TV. She's just like jumping to like these crazy conclusions, and it's like you just got whooped, and you wanted to even if race wasn't a thing, you want to get rid of the 2 people that were probably the best for your tribe because everybody else is kind of pathetic.
Caleb's face in Tribal when she started talking, he's like, he's like,
I thought that was a good strategy for her. I mean,
it was a great strategy for her. She goes right down her alley.
I mean, I was like, if you take out the 2 strong people from you, she basically said, hey, we cut one strong person, we cut the next one, just lose challenges, and then we'll have to whittle it down from there.
She was just intense. I just didn't like her vibe. You know what I mean? Like, objectively, what you're saying, I get, but her vibe.
She's not good enough. She's not a good enough like player to like. She just. I don't want to say it's on the air, but I'll tell you off chat. But like, she was really annoying me, like on camera. like really
I
pissing me
like
off.
that.
with the
That's a nice.
professionals.
That's a group chat one. That's a good one.
I was
Yeah.
like, she's so non-PC. It's amazing.
No, I just said she's a negative
No,
Nancy.
I just
Let
think
me
she
have it in my notes.
sucks.
It says Emily is a negative Nancy.
I just think she sucked. Like just like
The
anything
low-key
she's
racist.
saying, I just thought was bullshit. Like she just like
I didn't even think about the race thing. I was just like, oh, those are
That
you
was like
literally
the
have
elephant in the room.
you have two good people on your tribe.
God bless you,
want to
Brett.
get
I love
rid of
you.
them.
I love that you didn't see that there because that was like screaming at me. I actually was texting with Kyle Petty, our buddy, shout out co-host of the Strat Chat. And I'm like, yo, you laying down when you picking up when she's laying down? He's like, oh, I'm picking up when she's laying down. I was like, okay,
so
cool.
Caleb,
I just wanted to check.
The only like good people on the tribe that can do anything. Like their tribe is so weak. They sent Sabaya,
chicks
the
saying she wanted to go
female,
home
to do the challenge with Caleb instead of sending like two males because their alpha male is I'm crying, I'm panicking.
And here's one thing I want to just dead for the future of the show. I don't want to hear if you're a super fan and you come in here acting like this. I don't want to see it. I'm over people saying it because you're not. The same thing with JD that one season. He was pathetic, like just losing on something. Like, stop saying it. You're not a super fan.
A real super fan would not admit they were a super fan.
Yeah. You know, a super fan would go out and just play the game and shut up. Stop telling us about it.
Well, sad being a lawyer is like one of the things, right? Like that's like a
I like that. I like these people that are not saying what their occupation is because they're trying to play the game, and I appreciate that.
Also, would you ever actually pick up these freaking Beware? They're never good. These Beware like advantages. If you take it, it's yours. I feel like these people, if they say they watch, they're never good.
Right. I would have tried to somehow thought of who should I lead to the Beware advantage to make pickup, whether it's my ally or my enemy.
Bury it
does that
somewhere
benefit?
And set them up, right?
Yeah, we need to see more of that stuff, and then like, or like if you get the Beware, you go do the thing immediately where he's got to do like the lineup of.
That's just a tough draw because that's like right in the middle of camp. So like,
I feel like if you move it from where it's at, you're taking it, which is
I don't. Yeah, what are the rules? What are technically the rules? You got to pick it up with sticks.
In Reddit, it's like if you take it, like does he take it at that point, or can he put it back because he doesn't want to take it?
Is it when the string is pulled?
Yeah, like what is the rules?
Where's the point of no return? Where's
like you get a big clump of sand and put it on knock it off, put it in a clump of sand. You're not technically
never touch it. You put it in a coconut.
Not technically touching it.
Never physically touch it.
Jeff, when you're watching this, let us know.
I would be more inclined to like leave it where it is and then just keep eye on it and see who goes near it so I can like use that.
Yeah, that's true too. Then you just destroy the sign. You just destroy it. Like, hey, we should burn this for firewood, and then they can't get the immunity. They can never vote.
That's a good point too.
Burn down.
Make your enemy take it and burn the sign.
Yeah, just ruin the evidence. Like they read it in front of you. And I guess not, but
swallow it whole.
That is true. But
it looks really easy.
In theory, it sounds cool.
It was easy. It said I could see it said dig something. It was like dig.
Yeah, I'm sure it's like under the. Well, they don't have a shelter. Also,
they need to just get rid of that whole tribe. They need to just let the yellow tribe needs to lose every challenge, and like we need to get Brandon home because he cried about acid reflux.
Yeah, the one dude like almost had a heart. I don't want to hear it. I'm sorry.
Brandon cried over acid reflux, anxiety, and acid reflux. The super fan that like Brett said they sold them on like crazy.
Well,
see you, dog.
I mean, he's potentially next. Or who's the other yellow? I know there's
Sabaya. Emily is definitely a target, and he's definitely a target.
Oh, Sean. His name's Sean.
Okay.
Sean, yeah. Yeah,
but if I was Sabaya and Caleb, I guess you have no choice. You got to pick up one of them. But
they're not picking up Emily. It's going to be Sean.
Oh, yeah. Emily's the next one gone from that tribe for sure. So you pick up Sean, get rid of Emily, then get rid of Brandon, then Emily, or whatever.
Yeah, you're actually not in a bad place. And then maybe you get to the merge with like 3 of you. Even 3 isn't a bad little unit to join up with somebody, right? Hopefully you can latch in and then you take advantage. Like 3 is a nice swing. If there's like those other 2 tribes that might roll in with like 4 or 5 people a piece, right?
Yeah, you know what's gonna be annoying though is they're gonna probably do like a dumb retribe
swap or something,
and then like Emily will somehow stay alive.
They'll pull her out into another tribe. Yeah,
she'll make up some bullshit, but whatever.
My other friend just texted me. He just finished the episode. He says, "Yellow tribe sucks." Expletives.
Yeah, obviously. Everyone agrees, man. The audience agrees. So look, overall, I like the 90 minutes though. I mean, it is what it is. I did feel like it did have a better flow than the episodes last year. And I felt the same with The Amazing Race, frankly. So while it is a pain in the butt for us as far as recording time, I do think that the episodes, at least the premieres, ended up warranting it. Even though someone quit, they got to show all that camp life and that development. And they definitely would have had to chop a good amount of that out in a 60-minute edit. So
Yeah.
You want to touch on the other tribes since we didn't at all, really?
yeah, I mean, I think the only thing I have for Red Reba McEntire's that I really want to talk about is the weirdo Drew / Basile. He's got two personalities, he said. So it's basically like Urkel and Stefan. So that's really all I had. I mean, if you have somebody you really want to touch on, go for it.
He was a dork to me. I like Sifu. I like that he was trying to be like Tony.
It's true. See,
I mean, he got busted though very
He
quickly.
did get busted, but at least he's doing something.
Playing a very terrible Tony game. So
yeah. He's no Tony. Tony would have like dug a trench by now.
I like the effort, but execution is very poor.
Yeah.
And then so we finally get a little bit of content around Bruce. So I know we didn't talk about Blue at all, but Bruce was talking about how he wants to be like the crazy drunk uncle and not like the stern leadership dad. And then you have like the astrology witch girl on that tribe. It was I don't know. It was an interesting dynamic with them.
Yeah, I mean, that's always the case. That somebody's like, I don't want to be the leader, and then they have like a montage of them like ordering people around. It's like Tails all this time.
I think overall, I really do want to see another set of like challenges to see Red versus Blue. We already know where Yellow stands. Who knows? Maybe I highly doubt that they pull out one of these challenges. I would be very shocked.
Something
frankly.
where the winner of the like the three tribes, the winner chooses which of the other two tribes is going to go to council.
Yeah, and then maybe Yellow gets spared, right? Because they would want to leave the weak people around, right? So it's very interesting dynamic going into next week.
Seems not like this season, but maybe in the future if Survivor or CBS are watching.
That's a good idea.
Do you know we're going to get a revamped auction this season? They said so. I mean, I'm excited for that too. Something to look forward to.
Yeah, Carson was like taking credit for it.
I saw that. Yeah,
like, give me a break, dude. Your season's over. I don't need to hear about you again.
I'm never. Yeah, try to go on like Big Brother or the challenge.
Yeah, go 3D print the auction, buddy.
Carson and Matt from that season were the super fans, and they're way better than so far episode 1 Brandon.
Brandon is maybe dead.
Brandon's like a hybrid of Carson and Matt, and he's like the deformed
I don't even remember who Matt is.
He had long hair. He was a super fan. He built puzzles too, and he broke his arm climbing.
Also, yeah, he's the one that broke his arm. Also, wasn't the guy who got eliminated first last year, the guy I picked, supposed to be brought back?
Bruce,
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, that is Bruce. Sorry, I'm getting myself. Yeah, sorry, I did get myself. But they didn't. I felt like that should have been more of a.
Yeah, and I know you brought up Emily. Emily was annoying right off the bat when she was talking shit on Bruce.
See, I think what happened is like you guys. I think that my beginning got cut off. Like
okay, she was being I don't she was.
I saw the flashback at the tribal council, and I was like, I didn't see that live. I'm like, when was that? So like, I might have had a minute or two cut off.
He was trashing him, man. He wasn't even saying anything bad, and like she was trashing him, and I was just like, who is this chick?
Ooh, I gotta go back and watch the beginning of that.
Now. Yeah, dude, I was laughing so hard. Jeff, I think, asked Bruce something about being a returner.
Yeah, he was
target, and then Emily basically like interjected. It was like, yeah, that makes him he's been here before. We got to get rid of him. Screw him. And then he's
not even on your tribe.
Like, calm down, girl. Calm down.
Yeah.
He's like, and then she's like,
that,
you know what, Bruce? I'm not calming down.
We got food delivered tonight. I swear that must have been like the moment that happened. I got up and like brought the food in. They were gonna miss that. So I'm really glad that did happen. Not for Bruce's sake, because technically we didn't do a preview for this season. So I'm still carrying over my pick Bruce for this season.
Yeah.
Bruce 2023.
For winner pick?
I picked him as the winner last season when we did the preview, and then he got like medically DQ'd in the first episode, and I threw a fit. And then so I'm making a joke because we didn't actually do a preview for this season. So I said, well, he's carried over for us as the pick for 2023, or at least Survivor 45 We'll probably get another season of Survivor in calendar. I know we won't. We will definitely not get another one in 2023. So yeah, Survivor 2023.
I'm torn between three people: the Sabaya, the girl that's lying about being
Yeah,
a
I
lawyer,
like her.
girl lying about being a lawyer, and then the nurse on blue.
Oh, so you're talking Kelly on blue. Is it Katora?
Yeah, Katora and Sabaya. Everyone else, I think, is like they ain't winning.
I think the guys might be toast this
Here's the
season
problem,
too.
man. I can't tell with this show, man. I don't even know. I don't have a feeling about anybody. I'm just gonna watch the
We
game.
need another week. We need another week. We need another 90 minutes. And guess what? Rain or shine, we are here. Make sure you're subscribed here on YouTube. Also on TikTok, myself, Brian, and Brett all do content on there for various shows, clips, jokes, etc. So if you're subscribed here and on TikTok, you will catch everything and anything reality TV. Comment below if there's a show we don't cover and you want us to check out. We will at least do one episode review and let people know what we thought. But until the next episode, for myself, Brian, and Brett, as always, thank you. Peace.